Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another video. This is GQ Auto Diagnostics and Repair, and I'm working on a 2013 Hyundai Elantra GLS 1.8 automatic front wheel drive. The issue we fixing it today is customer stated after not driving the vehicle for, I don't know, 8-10 months, pretty much since the pandemic has started. They were driving the vehicle several times every other month, and eventually the car started running poorly and hesitating, lost power, and stopped running altogether. So first of all, the battery was dead, so we got a new battery, and we got a fuel pump. Okay, so the reason we determined the fuel pump was bad because I put a used battery that I had here, and everything come on. Obviously on the cluster I crank it and it cranks fine. So what I did, this hose right here comes from the valve cover. It goes into the air breather tube. So I asked my wife to actually crank the vehicle, and I pour this in a start, and as long as I keep pouring this through this hose, the engine was able to stay running. So okay, so we don't have enough fuel pressure. So the next thing that I did with my scanner, I plugged the scanner and I was able to command the fuel pump on and off. And after you cycle the pump on and off several times, the vehicle stay running for a few seconds, and after go back and crank it and nothing happened. So we determined was the pump. That's how I did it. So anyhow, so now let me show you. We're gonna replace the pump, and right here, open the door. I already have my light set up. So here, let me make more light because unfortunately right now it's kind of late, and I want to just get this stuff done and get this customer back on the road. So here in the front, you are going to just pop this and snap out of it. So the next thing, to completely remove the bottom part of the seat here, you might be able to see that we have a 12 millimeter, what is it, right here, right there, we have a 12 millimeter bolt. So we're going to remove 2 bolts over there, and we should be able to actually remove the seat. So I'm gonna use extension socket. I'm gonna use my electric drill or gun, whatever. It's one. And I'm gonna do this. So this part's, so we're gonna, now we can actually, there you go, you can see it pops right out, and we're gonna put it over here. I'm gonna put it on the roof because the roof has a lot of dust on it. So next thing that we're gonna do, we have to, right here, we have to pop this cover. And this one actually is kind of cool because it just has some glue here. Looked like somebody was already here before me. So this one is plastic. That's a good thing, because usually this is metal, and if you pry too hard, you ended up bending it and and I just damaged the cover. I have to fix it. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so next thing, here's a clip, the connector, I mean, so the release is right here. So press, squeeze your index and your thumb together like this, so you can just release that. You have here the fuel pressure sensor. Remove that. Remove that. Now the pump is exposed, and this one has a ring to lock the pump in place. So what we're going to do first, we're going to, this is the fuel pump pressure line. So this one is returnless, so just only one line. So you're going to squeeze, same thing, 1 and 2 on this side, squeeze, and going to come off. Okay, so the vehicle already ran out of it died, so it's no more pressure here, so that's why. And I already disconnected the battery. So here you press here, that's for your evap system. It comes off. Now we have to unlock this. There is a tool to remove it. I don't do a lot of fuel pumps, honestly, but I make this a long time ago, and it does fit. So I got 1, 2, 3. I usually use this on a Dodge vehicles. So that there we go, it locks in place. Now I also weld a socket over there. I use my, got to press here. The reason I disconnect the lines first is because even if you use the original tool, okay, there is no homemade tool, if you don't remove the lines when you turn it, depending where you turn it, depending on the space, you have to get a right angle. But if you turn it too fast, you can actually break your lines. Okay, so that's why I personally disconnect these two lines all the time when I have a pump to work on, just in case. Oh, great. This was a lot easier than I thought. Sometimes this one's, they get really. All right, so next thing, I'm gonna remove the locking ring here. I'm gonna lift the pump, get the lines out of the way so we can remove the locking ring. That's it. All right, so next thing, go look at the new. Oh, okay, that's what happened. So the pump itself here, it came apart, so that's why it's losing pressure. Amazing. That's why right now I'm having trouble. What the fuck? All right. I think this pump is gonna have to come in pieces. Shit. All right. I'm gonna use 2 flat screwdrivers here. And I'm gonna make this pump coming. Yeah. Dinner's ready. Right there. Thank you. Now we're gonna cut one more part here. That with this can come off. I'll have this so I can put all. There's no fuel actually leaking into the vehicle. Other way, taking the smell of fumes. It's gonna take a while, and I don't think that the customer will really appreciate that. Goodness. Oh, thank God. Okay, great. Sorry if I'm blocking the camera right now. Right, so here's the new pump. It's new seal. That's why I'm cleaning here really well. That way the seal don't have any debris. We can actually reinstall everything right there. So that's good. Now this, it should be able to go in fairly easy. Look at that, that's how it should be. See, goes in and out. So what happened, the plastic expand. That's why I was having issues with. Amazing. Now with the ring. Locking ring right there. Now the moment the pump goes down, the ring will be able to kind of like snap a little bit in place. That way you know the pump is sitting correctly. Otherwise, before you cannot put the ring back there. All right. So we are going to reinstall this part, and we got to make sure we hold pressure down evenly, so we can just relock this ring. It doesn't leak after you wow, right there, snap in place. Woo, man, that's what it does. All right, it's all the way in. Huh, man. Replace all this, obviously. Okay, here's snap in place. Move this one, snap in place. And what we're gonna do is just gonna test it, make sure this works good. Then we can new battery. So 10mm socket, tie the battery terminals, and this vehicle have a alarm. Every time you disconnect the battery and connect it back, automatically turn on. Now it's gonna make me a liar. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe because the other battery was dead, that's why it was acting up every single time. So let's try it. So when I open, pry the pump a couple times. Let's see what happens. Look at that, beautiful. Now the next thing we gotta do, after the vehicle's running, gotta make sure we don't have any fuel leak. So that will be very, very important to check. Anyhow, guys, if you stick this far into the video, please like the video, subscribe, comment. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for watching. And like the video, subscribe. If you're ready to subscribe and returning and watching this video, thank you very much for your support. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry if the video is a little dark, but I'm doing the best I can with what I have. All right. So anyhow, vehicle's running. Fuel gauge is reading. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Great. All right, so from here, I'm just gonna grab some dinner, and I'm gonna make sure I put everything back, and that will be it. So make sure I plug the back in. That's it. All right, guys. See you on the next video. Later.